Scientists do have theories. Richard Mose is a writer at howstuffworks.com. He writes that going from one kind of memory to the other is all about attention. You must focus on particular things.
To properly create a memory, you must first be paying attention. You cannot pay attention to everything all the time, so most of what you see every day is filtered out. Only some information passes into your conscious awareness. How you pay attention to information may be the most important part of how much of it you actually remember.
People also remember things that are similar to what they already know. This is because of the structure of the brain. Most of the brain is made of cells called neurons. When we learn something, different neurons connect to each other. When these neurons stay connected, it forms a memory. The more connections a memory has, the stronger it will be. For example, think of a person you know. When you think of that person, the same neurons become active in your brain every time.
Memories can also link to other memories, making them stronger still. This is why memories with multiple senses last longer. For example, a memory where you experienced something by hearing, tasting, and smelling may be very strong because you used more senses in the experience. These memories connect different parts of the brain. Think of the person you just remembered. Do you remember what their laugh sounds like? Do you remember the sound of their voice?
Finally, we make memories when we have repeated experiences. Each time we do the same thing, our brains make new connections. Scientists say our neurons activate or fire.
Practicing or repeating information is one of the most popular methods of remembering. If a person has vocabulary cards, they are usually using this method. But this is not always the best way to memorize. There are many methods which use the other ways we remember, or combine them.
Another memorization method is called a mnemonic device. One well-known mnemonic device is called an acronym. Acronyms are helpful in memorizing words. To create an acronym, find a list of words you would like to memorize. It is usually helpful if there is something similar about them. Then, take the first letter from each word. Organize those letters into a word or phrase. You have now made an acronym. Each letter in the final word stands in for another word. So, to memorize many words, you only have to remember one. One famous acronym for learning English conjunctions is fanboys. The F stands in for the word for. A stands for and. The rest stand for nor, but, or, yet, and so. Acronyms work because they make the information simple.
Another memorization method is visualization. In visualization, you think of an image or picture that represents the thing you are trying to remember. For example, imagine a person is trying to remember the name Melanie. He might think of a picture. In the picture, a woman is holding a melon fruit. She is crushing the melon with her knee. The sound of the two images will remind him of the name Melanie. The image is also very strange. It is easier for the mind to remember unusual things. Visualization works because it makes the foreign information into something familiar.
One of the most interesting mnemonic devices is called the method of loci. It is also called a memory palace. To create a memory palace, a person must think of a familiar area, like a house or a street. Then she must imagine a journey through that space. In the journey, she stops at different familiar areas. In each of these areas, she places an item. The item must have something to do with the thing she is trying to remember.